Hello and good day, Mike Eckhock with an update on Tropical Cyclone Gillian located over the Gulf of Carpentaria west of Queensland. This brief is based on the 12 Zulu Bureau of Meteorology advisory from the 8th of March. Take a look at satellite imagery. We do see deep convection associated with Gillian, although a lot of it is being sheared off to the west due to some moderate to strong shear aloft. As of 12 Zulu or 10 p.m. local time, the center of circulation was located about 235 kilometers west of Thursday Island, or about 270 kilometers northwest of Weipa. It is moving to the southeast at 13 kilometers per hour, winds 65 kilometers per hour, gusting up to 95 with a pressure of 998 hectopascal. Taking a look at our DVORAK, again, you see that deep convection near the center of circulation, albeit sheared off to the west. That has made it very interesting taking a look at the DVORAK readings. Bureau of Meteorology was not able to assess a low-level circulation on IR imagery, so they're basing it off of a pattern and model of both 2.0. They kept the final T at 2.5. That's due to the constraints with weakening overnight. NESDIS, on the other hand, they opted to use the shear technique. Center was less than 1.25 degrees, so that results in a data T of 1.5. That gets you your final T there. And JTWC, haven't been able to get a bulletin from them yet. Same thing with ADT, but you should be seeing those here shortly now that this is being a warned system by Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Take a look at the surface analysis from the Bureau of Meteorology once the wipe goes away here. Do see that 998 hectopascal low there in the northern portions of the Gulf, continuing to move off toward the southeast. Do want to point out this low as well, off to the east of Queensland and the Coral Sea. This one is tropical low 13. Both systems are expected to make landfall in Queensland over the next few days, so we'll continue to monitor that. The low here is also the subject of a tropical cyclone formation alert from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Alright, so let's take a look at composite reflectivity out of Weipa. Do see quite a bit of consolidated showers and thunderstorms. Again, what we saw on satellite with that being sheared off to the west, about 300-400 kilometers off to the west of Weipa. You do see a lot of that widely scattered showers there. Across Queensland, though, not a whole lot of shower activity. There is some here and there, but nothing too organized. For our track forecast, now this one does seem to be the worst case scenario. Continuing to move off to the southeast, making landfall just south of Weipa as a Category 2 cyclone. This is using the Australian scale, so that's going to be about a severe tropical storm, or a high-end tropical storm. Right now, looking at heavy rainfall, gusty winds, possibility of some flash flooding as this starts to make landfall overnight from the 9th into the morning of the 10th. Right now, the Bureau of Meteorology has issued a cyclone warning for the areas that are highlighted in orange. For the areas in yellow, you are in a cyclone watch. Now, I do mention this seems like the worst case scenario. GFS, and I haven't been able to get a whole lot of the models, but GFS does have this system moving off, or staying west rather, and that is reflected in the Joint Typhoon Warning Center track, where it doesn't make landfall at all over the next few days, and then later on in the week we do get it out toward Mornington Island. And the interesting part about this scenario, again, currently under some weak steering flow, but as we get toward the 10th, looking for high pressure or some very weak high pressure to build into Central Australia. That's going to allow this system to start to deflect more to the south-southwest. In terms of intensity, because this weak steering flow is given plenty of time to sit over the Gulf, the temperatures are pretty warm there, so you should see some gradual strengthening over the next several days prior to landfall. terms of weather plots, not much going on. Again, some isolated showers out there in and around the Gulf due to this system. Take a quick look at Horn Island there in northern Queensland right now. Some light rain showers affecting them. 27 degrees outside with north winds at 30 kilometers per hour. Notice the pressure at 1,007 hectopascal. Of course, we're going to continue to monitor the progress of Gillian over the next few days, and you know, also keeping an eye on the tropical low on the east side of Queensland as well. You could also follow along at westernpacificweather.com. We'll be posting along on Twitter and Facebook, and you can also join in on the conversation at storm2k.org. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, and take care.